Hey everyone, and welcome back to the breakdown. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to buy a Minecraft server in 2021. We're going to be going over every step of buying your Minecraft server, including how to fix some, different things you might want to do with the Minecraft servers, is adding plugins to it and things like that. We're going to be showing you how to do all of that in this video. First and foremost though, this is going to be purchased through Apex Minecraft Hosting. Apex is sponsoring this video, but we've worked with them for a very long time, and we actually host our own public server, play.breakdowncraft.com on them. So if you want to try Apex before you buy, go check out our server, which information is in the description down below. You can also find Apex at the first link down below, thebreakdown.xyz/Apex, to get your server up and running and get to this page to where we can get started. Thanks to Apex for sponsoring this video. As always, they are truly incredible. So here we are on Apex Minecraft's homepage, and we're going to be going ahead and getting set up with our Minecraft server. To do this, once you're here, just click on this big green Get Started button. That's going to take you to Apex's pricing page, where you can see all the different amounts of RAM you can get for your server. If you scroll down, there's also this X series that they've just launched. This is going to give you dedicated hardware and allow you to really host a bigger network style server like what we do at Breakdown Craft. We are actually on the X series at Breakdown Craft. So if you do want, a bigger server, go with something like that. However, most of you probably just want a small server for you and a couple of your friends. And in that case, usually 2 to 4 gigabytes is going to be good. 4 gigabytes is going to be the best bang for your buck. 2 gigabytes is obviously going to be less in price, but it's going to limit the mod packs and things like that you can play, whereas this one you can pretty much play all the mod packs. So nevertheless, I'm going to go ahead and use a 2 gigabyte for this server tutorial, but you again could use 4 if you want more mod packs or a little bit more performance out of your server. Once you are ready, go ahead and click on order now on the RAM you want. It's going to take you here, where as you can see, it's going to be $749.99 your first month, and then after that, it's going to be $9.99 per month. Enter in your Minecraft username here. I'm going to go ahead and enter in a random alt account that I have, basically, and go ahead and enter that in there. Now, you can select your server version. Now, by default, they run Paper. That's going to give you the most lag-free, basically, experience with Minecraft. So, that's going to be Paper 1.16.5, and that's what I would recommend as well, is you run Paper 1.16.5. However, if you want to add a modded server, do something like that, you could do Forge, or if you wanted to come in here and select a mod pack, there are hundreds, over 130 actually, mod packs you can select with Apex up here. If we scroll on down, we'll be able to see some of the Curse Forge mod packs. There is a lot of them, as you can see. So, nevertheless, you want to go ahead and select a mod pack, you can. Otherwise, leave it as default, which is going to be the latest version of Minecraft when you're making your server. Now, for a location selector, basically, this is going to be where you host your server in the world. And there are tons of different server locations. As you can see, you have 4 different Asia locations. We have a ton of North America locations, South America, Europe, and Oceania being Sydney, Australia location as well. Again, it doesn't matter where you are in the world, Apex has a location near you, and for me, the closest one being in Florida is going to be actually Miami, Florida, but you could also go for something like Virginia or any of these other locations. Whatever's closest to you can do, and if you don't want to test your ping, you can come over here and click test ping, and it will go ahead and open up that. As you can see, I have a 26 ping to Miami, but if I was to go in here and let's say test Hong Kong, because it's across the world, my ping is going to be 245. So obviously, the lower your ping, the better, and in that case, we're definitely going to go with Miami. Now, you can get a dedicated IP if you want, and basically what that's going to do is allow you to do things like add a custom domain easier. You don't have to have a dedicated IP to add a custom domain, but it does make it easier, and it can also help you with DDoS protection and things like that, and it can also just make it easier for people to join your server, because instead of having to enter in a port after, you'll see what I mean, they can just enter in one IP address, and that'll be that. There's also all sorts of different enhanced, kind of setups that you can do. For example, mod pack creation starter, premium support, all that stuff, it's here. You can do that if you want. If you don't, that's perfectly fine as well. Nevertheless, we're going to go ahead and click continue here. That's then going to take us off to where we can go ahead and review our purchase. As you can see, we automatically have the discount code 2021 added here. That's good, 25% off all your first month. Then we can go ahead and click check out. And then once we do that, it's going to take us here. Now, I'm going to go ahead and actually do a jump cut on this page because I'm already registered with the account I want to use. So we're just going to go ahead and do a quick jump cut until we've, basically made this purchase really fast. And then I will see you once we're on the page after the checkout. All right, so here we are. After your server has been purchased, it will come up and say this right here. As you can see, thank you for being awesome. And it gives you some more information on your server, including to look out for an email titled your new Minecraft server information. I will show you that email here in one moment, but there's also some other helpful information on this page, like this video here. Honestly, I would kind of recommend watching this video because it's going to give you a little intro into Apex's servers and things like that. And again, we're going to be covering most of it in this video, but it is good to have that one there if you do want it. There's also other information on this page here. As you can see, check your email for new product information, log into your game launcher and start playing Minecraft, and then log into the Multicraft panel, get your IP, and then there you go. There's also the billing area if you want to manage your server, things like that, upgrade it, cancel all that. You can do that from the billing area. But nevertheless, once we're here, I'm going to go ahead and minimize our browser and open up my email to go ahead and show you this email right here, and show you all of that, and then we're going to join the server, check out the Multicraft panel, and then we'll be done. It's really, really easy to buy a server with Apex. So if we go ahead and minimize our browser, here's my email, and as you can see, we have two emails, your new Minecraft server information and order confirmation. So the order confirmation is basically your receipt, simple as that, but your new Minecraft server information is what we want to click on. Then we click on that, I'm going to go ahead and make this bigger, and we can see here's the information for our server. Most importantly, here's the IP address right up here at the top, and then we have the panel login information. So as you can see, we have our login here. As you can see, password for me is your existing password. You would actually have a password there if you had never created an account with Apex before. And then over here we have our billing account info, and again, the password there is the one you used and entered when you were setting up, like, going through the purchase process. That email there is blurred out for our own privacy. But nevertheless, let's go ahead and first and foremost, just join this server. So to do that, we want to go ahead and open up Minecraft, and then we're going to go to the Minecraft main menu. So nothing fancy here. We're just logging into Minecraft like you normally would. And I will see you on the Minecraft main menu. Go ahead and log into this server. So we're on the Minecraft main menu. We can go ahead and click on multiplayer, and then I'm actually going to go ahead and click add server. By the way, like I said, there's played.breakdowncraft.com. That's the server that's hosted on Apex, all of that stuff. So if you want to try before you buy on Apex, go ahead and check that out. Nevertheless, we can add server down here in the bottom right. I'm going to name this Apex server. You can name whatever you want. My server, it doesn't matter what you name it, but what does matter is what the IP address or server address you enter in here is, and that's going to be this number right here. This one right here, this number. Go ahead and copy that and come back to Minecraft here and paste that in right like so. As you can see, we can then click done, and right here our Apex server is. Give it a second and it's going to go ahead and come online. You might have to hit refresh down here at the bottom, but basically, it's there, it's added now, and now if you want to like log in and manage your server on Apex, I'm going to show you how to do that. But first, let's go ahead and log into the server. So when we join on into the server here, it's going to take us a few seconds because the first time we're loading in, it's generating user files, all that stuff, and then it'll join right on in, right like so. And here we are on our Apex. Wow, this is actually a really good seed. This is a really good seed, actually, right at a village. Wow, whoa, I will get this seed for everybody before this video is out because we need to up ourselves, right? So if you had entered in your Minecraft username, I didn't, by the way, I entered in an alt account. This isn't that account. So I'm not opt on this server. For example, right now, if I try to do game mode creative, it's not going to work. As you can see, it's just all red. It's not going to work. So we need to op ourselves. I will show you how to do that. But yeah, there you go. So we are in our Apex server. If all you want to do is play, you don't care about really managing your server, you just want to get a server and play with your friends, it's that simple. Send that IP that you got in that email to your friends, and you're good to go. Simple, easy, done. That's it. However, if you do want to manage your server, do some things like that, I'm going to show you how to do it. Now let's go ahead and open up Minecraft again. Or sorry, I'm actually going to go ahead and close out of the server. Just disconnect. Server's technically still live. We're just not connected to it. Nevertheless, going to go back over here, and now from Apex's page here, from their homepage, doesn't matter where you are. What you want to do is click on the panel button in the top right. That's going to take you to Apex's cPanel, where you want to enter in your username and password for your Apex Minecraft hosting cPanel. Then go ahead and log in. Now, when you log in, it'll take you to a page that looks like this. This is the server that you just purchased, right? So this is it. As you can see, the IP is the same as the one we had in the email earlier, and on top of that, it's also hosted in Miami, which is where we wanted to do it. And if you did want to transfer your server, you can click request transfer here. It'll take you to the billing area on Apex, and you can transfer that there. But nevertheless, let's go ahead and show you how to kind of manage this server. So the first thing you need to know is the bottom left down here has tons of amazing tutorials ready for you to basically watch and answer your questions and all of that stuff. That's the most important thing about Apex's knowledge base, basically, as you can see, is all these different videos and articles that will help you out. I mean, everything from server optimizations to editing the server name to the server version to subdomains, everything here is set up, right? I also want to mention that in the bottom right of the screen, I'm gonna go ahead and turn off my face cam really fast. There's this little text box here, right? This little text box. If you click on that, it's gonna open up this live chat menu. And here you can actually contact a real live person with Apex. So if we go ahead and click technical support, for example, and start the chat, you are gonna get a bot asking you how they can help you, basically. And then once they've done that, we can go ahead and type in, hey, just testing support for a video, right like so. And then as you can see, support bot is identified there. If we go ahead and click that in, it's gonna go ahead and say, hey, okay, I'm connecting you with a real live person. So as you can see, I'll transfer you to a human now. And then boom, right like that, a real live human support agent. By the way, no, there was no collusion there for this video or anything. That's how fast their support is. Go try it. It's really amazing how fast Apex's support is. So yeah, that's basically that. That's how that works. And as you can see, they're typing now, even a typing delay because they are in fact a real human. Awesome stuff. But yeah, so that's how you can kind of set that up, that you can manage your server. How can I help you this time? Yeah, that's about right. But nevertheless, I'm going to go ahead and I will respond to that here in a second. But now, let's go ahead and show you how to op yourself on your server. Now, real quick, there are some other things you might want to do here. For example, for whatever reason you want to stop your server, you can. Restart your server, you can. All of that stuff. I also did mention adding plugins and things. While that is listed over here in the knowledge base, we actually have a video on this channel from me on how to add server or how to add plugins to your server on Apex Minecraft Hosting. That, as well as a video on mods on your Apex Minecraft Hosting server, is listed down below. They are called like how to buy a modded server and stuff like that. But guess what? It's the same process, and if you just kind of watch through that really fast, you'll be able to see how to add mods and all that stuff to a server once you have it bought. But nevertheless, let's go ahead and op yourself real fast. And to do that, you're going to click on console on the left-hand side. Now, there's actually a lot of information over here on the left-hand side, including backups. You get a free MySQL database. Most of the time, you won't use that if you want a basic server, but if you want something more advanced, that's kind of cool that it's there. Let's go ahead and click on console. So here we are in the console. Now, there is this black area in the console, this like blacked out area. That's where I joined the game, and we don't want to give you my IP address, obviously, so we have to black that out. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and type in op and then our username. So in my case, that's going to be Nick King, and that's how you can op yourself. That simple, that easy. You actually go ahead and see it should kind of come through here in a second. There it is, made Nick King an operator. So there's that. That's how you can op yourself on your server. Now I'm going to go ahead and go back. That's going to take us back to here where we can finally minimize. We're going to rejoin the server this time. By the way, if it says it can't connect to the server, that's weird, but if you refresh, it should fix itself. But even if it doesn't, just double click on it anyway, right? As you can see, I double clicked on it, it still took me on in, even though it said it can't connect to the server, right? It's a weird thing. Minecraft does that all the time. It's really weird. But now let's join on in to our Apex server here. Once we're in game, this time we'll actually be able to do the seed and go into game mode creative. So we do, for example, time set day. That's obviously meaning that we are opt. And then we can even do stuff like game mode creative now because we are opt. Opt basically gives you every permission on the server, period. It's basically an owner permission. So just give it out to the people you really, really trust and want to be able to truly kind of do anything they want on your server. Nonetheless, here we are. We are in game. This seed is really, really cool. So there is the seed. But yeah, that's how you can go ahead and buy a server in 2021. It's super easy, super simple. And again, there are tutorials on both mods and plugins on your Apex server in the description down below. Those are really, really helpful. But nevertheless, thank you so much for watching. Thanks to Apex for sponsoring this amazing video. My name is Nick. This has been The Breakdown, and I am out. Peace.